Hey guys, and welcome back to the 2008 season on a modded F1 2014. Today we have the Singapore Grand Prix. Let's jump straight into it. First, let's look at the championship standings where Massa leads his teammate Raikkonen by a single point. Lewis Hamilton up there in third, only 4 points off the top. And Robert Kubica, that's me, we're 21 points adrift with 4 races to go. We saw a couple of drivers score the first points of the season last time out at Italy. And I imagine Singapore is going to be equally as crazy with Ferrari leading McLaren by 33 points, not 333 points, just 33 points. Here we are in Singapore, and it's very, very wet out there for qualifying. The race, though, is going to be a dry race, which is good. We're on 50% race distance now, which probably puts more importance on qualifying, I'd say, to get a good result in the qualifying session. And I had a few issues with the game recently. The game broke. I had to reinstall everything. So I've tweaked all the AI files and the team files again as well. Hopefully we have more of a mixed up grid and the mixed up races, but we'll just have to wait and find out. I'm sure you've noticed I've changed where my face is on the screen as well, so you can actually see the mini-map in the bottom left. Don't think I'll be in the way of anything where I am right now. I may have accidentally made Williams like one of the best teams on the grid. Maybe, I'm not sure. But if so, it means they've brought a massive upgrade this weekend. A Williams B-Spec car to finish out the season. Maybe Nakajima and Rosberg will be in the points. Right, let's get our first lap on the board. Here we go. We're about to start it. I think we're on the intermediate tyres. Definitely not the wet tyres because it's not chucking it down, I'm afraid. Oh, massive traffic from Trulli in the first corner. My first lap, which is not ideal. And okay, we're out of the session. Well, that was very quick, wasn't it? What a great qualifying session. It's because I used first gear. I always say don't use first gear in this car. Spins up the tyres. And there we go. I'm out of the session. So that was a very short qualifying session. Now on to the race. Unfortunately, that was the end. Kubica started down in last place, and what was already a mammoth task to try and win this championship from the position we're in, it looks like it's going to be impossible now. Raikkonen and Massa, it's a front row lockout for Ferrari. You'll remember in the real life 2008 Singapore Grand Prix, not only was it the whole crash on purpose drama with Piquet Jr. and whatnot, it also meant Massa essentially cost himself the championship by trying to leave the pits with the fuel line still connected. He starts second for this race, ahead of both McLaren's Hamilton and Kovalainen. And it is an upgraded Williams. Rosberg in 5th. He's alongside Alonso. Weber and Nakajima on the 4th row of the grid. So we could really see Williams pick up their first points of the year. Rubens Barrichello starting in 9th, with my teammate Nick Heidfeld in 10th place. And then we have Vettel and Fisichella on row 6. The Force India's looking really quick here. Sutton in 13th ahead of David Coulthard. Piquet Jr. only in 15th place. And Toyota, what has happened to their pace? Down in 16th and 17th. They're ahead of Jenson Button, Anthony Davidson, Sebastian Bourdais and Takuma Sato. With Robert Kubica, he has to get special permission from the FIA to race because he is, of course, outside the 107% time. He doesn't even have a time. We'll be starting in last place. Okay, well, it is race day for Singapore. It's in dry conditions, should be better than qualifying. I say should be better, I'm just hoping for the best here. 31 lap race, even though it's a 50% race distance, it's still a mammoth Grand Prix. 31 laps around this track. It's going to take a while. We're starting on the softs, going to lap 14 for the hard tyres. Let's get into this one. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2008 Singapore Grand Prix is next. Maybe we can get Heidfeld to crash on purpose, bring out safety car, and then through the pit stop phase I can win the race. Minimum, let's get some points. 5 lights are on, and we are underway here in Singapore. It's a pretty solid start. Basically level with Takuma Sato down to this first corner. We're going to take it nice and easy for the opening stage of this, stages of this Grand Prix. Don't want to cause any crashes. Don't want to be involved in anything like I was in qualifying. On the outside of Bourdais here for turn 3. Switch to the inside. Oh, we're between Sato and Bourdais. 3 wide on the exit there. Down towards turn 4. Maybe look to the inside of Davidson. Oh, there's a crash up ahead. Trulli and Coulthard out of the race. A huge accident there on the exit turn 2. Or turn 3, should I say. And 2 drivers already dropping out of the race. I think Davidson's got damage. Surprised there's no safety car called there. As now we've got a run on Sebastian Bourdais. Maybe to the outside here of turn, I believe this is turn 5. Swooping around the outside. Brilliant move up to 17th. Yeah, I think we're going to see quite a few retirements today. And now Button, I think, is missing a front wing as well. Bourdais missing a front wing. Anthony Davidson missing a front wing. It's absolute mess out here on the opening lap. I'm getting passed there by Bourdais, who I'm pretty certain is missing a front wing. Oh, he's got the position back anyway, so we're down to 18th. But we have a nice run as we head, I believe this is across the Anderson Bridge. Oh, no space on the outside there. Can't switch to the inside. Bourdais just rear-ended Glock. Well, if he wasn't missing a front wing before, he's definitely missing one now. And so is Timo Glock, whose teammate Jarno Trulli is already out the race. He's now on the outside of Glock. Oh my gosh, there's so much carbon fibre everywhere. These drivers, I don't think they know how to drive. Maybe it's the night time. It's the first night race in F1 history. And maybe they just can't get to grips with the conditions. It's causing them all to go crazy. I'm expecting half the grid to peel into the box here and replace front wings on the opening lap. And Heidfeld stopped! What the heck's happened to Nick Heidfeld? Well, we're already ahead of the teammate after one lap. We're already up to 13th place. They're going 3 wide up ahead into turn 1. How has there not been a safety car? And now there's a safety car called, which is very inopportune because the leaders have to go all the way around the track to turn 1 to pick up the safety car again. But what a mess that was. Still 20 drivers in the race. Wherever I put my camera on the screen, it's still blocking something. But luckily you can see the key information from the OSD. And we caught the back of the train of cars leading up to the safety car. I think something special could happen today. Maybe a dramatic drive through the field to a podium place. Maybe even a race victory from last place. It seems very unlikely. But if we have stoppages like red flags or safety cars, I feel like anything's possible. Now, part of the reason I'm switching to 50% racers is because I want to do daily videos on both the main channel and the retro channel. And doing 100% races, it means I'd have to do like 14 a week, which of course is impossible. But if I'm doing most of the series on 50%, and if I enjoy it, then maybe I can do that. So if you do want to check out more James Early content, check out the JE Retro channel. It's linked, I think, on my main channel page. And I'm doing daily videos over there. Bit of GP2, bit of F1 Challenge. I want to try IndyCar Racing 2. Also racing through all the Sony F1 games, starting with Formula 1, which was based on the 1995 season. Now, I hope the media don't twist it and make it seem like Heidfeld spun on purpose to bring out the safety car, to bring Kubica back into the fight. Right now, it's Kubica 13th, Heidfeld 14th. He's right behind me. He's missing half a front wing, though. Surprised he's not got that replaced. It is Raikkonen leading Massa at the top. Alonso's in 3rd with Hamilton in 4th. So maybe Crashgate is still on the cards. Fernando Alonso, Renault podium perhaps. And the safety car is in this lap. And it's peeled off now. I think we're about to go green again. And yep, everybody's speeding up. Away we go. If Heidfeld knew what was good for him, he'd stay behind Kubica. We know what's at stake. Kubica still, I know we're... Oh, there's a driver off. That's Vettel. Can't park there, mate. That's the designated can't park there, mate, of the episode. So we're up to 12th place. But we are still in this championship fight. I know it looks almost impossible, but mathematically we're still in the chance. Massa 46.3, we're at 49.0. But we're still warming up the tyres right now, so we're not going full blast 100% right now. Now we're 46.8, so we're only 8 tenths off Massa, who now leads the race quite comfortably as well. You can see on the minimap in the bottom left, he's got a sizable advantage over 2nd place. Heidfeld getting really close down here towards turn 5. Not close enough though. And there's another wing flying off the car in front. Could it be Jenson Button's wing? Maybe it's Nelson Piquet Jr.'s. I think it is Piquet Jr.'s. He's slowing up big time now. Or maybe it is Button. I can't actually quite work it out. It's one of the two in front. It's got to be Piquet Jr. And he's slipping further down now. No Crashgate for you yet, mate. That's allowed us to create a gap over Heidfeld behind, who's still stuck behind Piquet Jr. Let's try and attack Jenson Button whilst we can. It's very strange braking from... Okay, around the outside. I think we did make contact with him there. But through we go then into 10th place. Does he have damage? He's missing half a front wing now. Although that's on the left-hand side. I hit him on the right-hand side, so I don't think that's my fault. Heidfeld's in the pits to replace his front wing. Okay. So he's going to be last place. It's a race of survival today. No doubt about it. If you finish the race without losing parts of your front wing, chances are you're going to get points. Adrian Sutton in 9th place right now. I think his teammate Fisichella is even in 7th, which is incredible for Force India. And remember, top 8 are points today, so we are getting closer to scoring some championship points. Should have the pace over the Force India in a straight line. I put it in rich mix as well. And we are gaining on Sutton. Could be a late send to the inside here. Oh my gosh. That was almost race ending. Got to spin it around. Got to do a 3-point turn like I'm on my driving test. And we're going to lose positions here. Lots of positions. That's unfortunate. Yep, rejoining here in 15th. My gosh. I must have missed the braking zone by about 50 metres. I think if this season was real life, it would be remembered as the season Kubica bottled the championship. We were in the lead of the championship at one point. At the halfway stage of the year, I think we were. We're on a Bourdais on the exit at the final corner as Hamilton setting the fastest lap of the race. Massa, though, still leading the way. We'll move past Bourdais here into turn 1. Although the Frenchman defending by braking late, it's no use. We're through into 14th. Now Nakajima ahead. He was one of the drivers who replaced damage on the opening lap of the race. Then he got lucky with that safety car closing the pack up again. But right now he is well outside the top 10. Nakajima doing what Button did, defending the inside. I'm going to aim to swoop round the outside of turn 1, and that's what we do. Now that's 13th place. I didn't know it at the time, but Kovalainen was also one of the drivers with damage on lap 1. He's in 12th position. What has happened to Kovalainen? His season has also fallen off. Absolute cliff, just like Kubica's had. Purple in the first sector here on lap 12. We are closing in on Heikki Kovalainen, who seems to be struggling right now. He's not really making any inroads on the train of cars that are in front of him. Now we got the message over the radio. He is running full rev. So Kovalainen trying to bridge the gap, but Kubica is closing down. It's a purple sector 2. And it's a purple lap, a 45.7. That's a 10th quicker than what Hamilton managed. And it's a 10th or so quicker than Massa out front right now. We're right in the back of him now. Just need to find a way through without sending it and going off track or into a wall. A little lock up there from Kovalainen. That's going to send him wide. But Kubica, too hungry on the throttle, starts sliding his car on the exit. Means he can't get a run. Is Kovalainen boxing? No, he's just trying to defend into the final corner. And that's going to compromise his exit. And side by side across the line, as we start lap 14, it is Kovalainen and Kubica. They were battling for the win, I remember, in the opening round of Australia. And through goes Kubica here into 12th position. We are told to box this lap, but I'm thinking we stay out for a few more laps, because the tyres aren't that bad at all. We had those few laps behind the safety car as well, which meant their life is going to be extended. I know as soon as I move on to those hard tyres, I'm going to start struggling. So for now, we stay out on the softs. Everybody else, though, thinks, oh, it's time to change onto the hard tyres, and they all filter on into the pits. It's going to see Kubica rise all the way inside the top 5. We're up to 4th place. Kovalainen also stays out. Barrichello in the Honda is now in 3rd place. Wow, okay. What we need now is Nick Heidfeld to have a little spin into the wall and bring out the safety car so we can box under the safety car and maintain track position. And the rest of the field into the pits. We might actually take the lead here. I think we will. Barrichello into the pits there. Fisichella and Massa all boxing. Massa, I think, is going to rejoin in the lead, and he does. But we are up to 2nd place. Okay, scratch what I previously said. This will be the lap that we need Heidfeld to crash. Kovalainen in 3rd is out of sync because he had that pit stop right at the start of the race to repair the damage. So he's extending right now, and it's working out perfectly for him. He's in the podium places. I am starting to slip and slide through the corners now. The rears, I know it doesn't look too bad on the graphic, but they feel quite poor. I'm trying to stay out long enough to basically overcut the train of cars that included the Force Indias and the Hondas. That way, when I pit and rejoin, we should be in the points. So I'm going to stay out maybe 1 or 2 more laps. But even though I'm sliding out of every corner, I'm closing in on Felipe Massa. Unfortunately, we do have to make a pit stop at some point, so we can't just race him to the checkered flag. Oh, Massa making a mistake. Is this going to give Kubica a chance into this tight right-hander under braking? They're side by side at the apex. Oh, sliding through that corner, and Massa holds on to the place. I used that horrible first gear that I always say not to use. And don't use it. It's horrible. If you play this mod and you use first gear, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm thinking 1 more lap and then I'll finally box for the hard tyres. It should give me similar amounts of grip to the soft tyres that I'm currently in or on right now with the worn set. And we got a run on Massa. We may as well overtake him before boxing. Say that I've had the lead at the Singapore Grand Prix after starting in last place. That'd be pretty good. Let's spot the braking zone this time and not lock up and go wide. Still side by side. We have the outside line. The previous lap we had the inside line. Maybe it works better on this outside. Still sliding the car and taking 1st place. And as we come into the pits from 1st place on lap 19 for a set of the hard tyres, there'll be Massa going through into 1st. And we should rejoin ahead of that massive trend. You can see them going around the third to last corner now. And we will rejoin in the points as well. Very close between Kubica and Rosberg on the rejoin. But we are in 7th place. A quick look at the standings right now. It's Massa leading Raikkonen. Hamilton in 3rd, followed by Alonso, Webber, Rosberg, Kubica and Fisichella. The points right now. Where the heck is Kovalainen? Oh, Kovalinen's 9th. He boxed as well. So he is now outside the points. Fisichella in the points for Force India. We've got Alonso in 4th place. We've got Webber in 5th and Rosberg in 6th. So we could see, what's that, 3 drivers scoring their first points this year. And now Kovalainen up to 8th. He's overtaken Fisichella. That's unfortunate. Kovalainen is on the option tyres as well. He'll be really quick. I think the result as it stands right now would mathematically put me out of the championship fight, I think. Because we'll only have 3 races left after this one. We are much quicker than Rosberg, and Kovalainen behind me is much quicker than Kubica. Kovalainen has just set the fastest lap of the race on those fresh option tyres. Or should I say soft tyres. Another fastest lap from Kovalainen. 1.6 seconds quicker than me on the previous lap. Although I am getting held up a little bit by Rosberg. Characteristic mistake there from the AI through turn 5 into the inside. We go on Rosberg. I can't even turn. I'll just squeeze them out wide. Lucky no damage done. We take the place up to 6th. That's a car between me and Kovalainen. Kovalainen's got past Rosberg. He's on my rear and he's putting me under huge pressure. Gap to Webber's only a couple seconds ahead as well. Mark Webber in a top 5 place. I think in real life, I think he got 3rd place. It was either him or Coulthard. Pretty certain it was Mark Webber who got that podium for Red Bull. I did stress the importance of qualifying going into a 50% race because it's hard to make up the ground when you've only got, well, 50% of the actual race distance. And that has really been the story of the day because we cannot make up enough time to win the race. And really, we needed to win the race with some of the other championship hopefuls retiring. That would have been ideal, but that's not going to happen. Rich mix for this one should be a nice, easy move on Mark Webber down this back straight with Kovalainen hot on my heels. I got to make it quick. Here we are in the wheel tracks of the Red Bull, who is fighting for a top 5 position for the first time this season. We're going to switch to the inside under braking. And we're going to go, slightly off the track. Track limits, track extending. I don't know if that was a thing back in 2008. Not as strict as it is these days, at least. But we are through into 5th. Wow, Kovalainen's already made it through as well. Oh, well, he's side by side with Webber in the background, I think. And it's slowing both of them up, which is nice. It's giving me a bit of a buffer. Our next target is Fernando Alonso. We've got about 6 laps. And he is about 6 seconds ahead. So this might be out of reach. And now Kovalainen has made the move. But he has picked up a little bit of front wing damage. Might affect his performance. And you can see there, he's already dropped off massively whilst battling with Mark Webber. As I can run on Rich Mix pretty much to the end of the race now. And with Rich Mix enabled, we are setting purple sectors. I'm thinking maybe we will catch Alonso before the end. I'm taking seconds out of him per sector, it seems like. About 6.5 the last time we crossed the line. And now it is 3.0. Wow, that's the fastest lap of the race. Got to pass him this lap. So another fastest lap of the race. 7/10 is the gap to Alonso in front. The AI are very strong on the brakes, which is the strange part about this mod. It means making dive bombs is very, very difficult. Like, we could potentially dive bomb into turn 8, but braking late is almost impossible into that corner. Not turn 8, sorry. I get confused between turn 8 and whatever that corner is. Probably like turn 15. It's the hairpin. We are losing valuable, valuable time here. No chance of catching the top 3 now, I don't think. But we could still manage and salvage a top 4, a 4th place. Yep, been stuck by Alonso for a whole... behind Alonso for a whole lap now. Maybe a good exit out the final corner. Could bring me level with the Renault into turn 1. Not even going to happen. My engine is also boiling hot. This is definitely overheating right now. Alonso's faster than me in a straight line, even when I am on Rich Mix and with Slipstream. I cannot close up. It's got to be on corner exit. Maybe there. Oh, what a switchback from Kubica. Through he goes into 4th. Gap ahead, though, is about, 10 seconds to the driver's ahead. Even more than that. And engine temperature is dropping now that I'm not stuck behind the Renault of Alonso. Who, even though he hasn't had Crashgate to help him out today, he'll be very happy with a 5th place finish if he can hold off Kovalainen for the next 2 laps. Well, it wasn't much of a fight from Alonso. Kovalainen's already through and into 5th. So it's Alonso 6th, Rosberg 7th. Oh, sorry. Webber 7th, Rosberg 8th. We're still going to see a few different drivers score points today. Last lap, Massa, Raikkonen, Hamilton, the top 3. And with Kubica in 4th place, does this eliminate me from the championship? I really cannot remember the actual standings pre-race. I'm almost certain it does. And that is Massa winning here in Singapore. The first ever night race in Formula 1 won by the Brazilian. Very different to what happened in real life, as we're going to round the final corner for the final time to claim a 4th place finish. It was a good recovery throughout the race, just not quite what we needed in terms of the actual result in the championship. So like I say, Massa, Raikkonen and Hamilton, the top 3 today. Ferrari really controlling things in both championships now, I think. Robert Kubica in 4th ahead of Heikki Kovalainen, who had to have an extra pit stop for damage at the start. Alonso in 6th in the end, so he was running in 4th for the majority. Slips down to 6th at the end. With Mark Webber and Nico Rosberg in the points, I think that is the first points of the season for both of those drivers. Fisichella in 9th and Barrichello in 10th. With Sutton and Button for the following positions as well. What could have been if a few more of the top drivers are retired. We could have seen both Force India and Honda score points today. Sebastian Vettel there in 13th ahead of Nelson Piquet Jr. Nick Heidfeld, what the heck happened to him? Down in 15th place, followed by Glock, Sato, Davidson, Bourdais and Kazuki Nakajima, who had a great qualifying performance. Nakajima in the race, though, far off it. Coulthard and Trulli both retired on the opening lap. Melee down towards turn 4. Well, I initially thought I was out of the championship fight, but with 3 races to go, I still have a chance. 26 points off the lead, though. It's almost impossible. Massa and Raikkonen, that gap is up to 3 points. Hamilton now 8 points adrift. It really looks like it's going to be between the 2 Ferraris, but you really cannot discount Lewis Hamilton. We did see a new driver score points today. That was Nico Rosberg, so that's 15 drivers scoring points for the season so far. Ferrari's lead over McLaren is extended to 41. BMW Sauber in 3rd place is now almost 100 points off the top, and Williams get their first points of the year. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed that one, make sure to give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you'd like to watch these videos earlier, then check out YouTube channel memberships and join the pit crew. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.